Hello, all you beautiful people. Worlds Okayest Lawyer here, episode 2. My Steelers are in the process of hiring a new offensive coordinator, and I have heard all sorts of names ranging from Thomas Brown of the Panthers, like no one saw how bad that offense was this year. Jared Johnson of the Texans, what he did with CJ Stroud was fantastic. Zach Robinson of the Rams, come on. The Rams barely made the playoffs with Matthew frickin' Stafford and Kliff Kingsbury. In my world's okayest opinion, Kliff Kingsbury is a dog. Folks like to point out his last season in Arizona and the record he held as head coach of the Texas Red Raiders. Shoot him up. But folks are forgetting a whole lot about how awesome of an offensive genius he is. Let me learn you something. Back in 2011, he was co-offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach at the University of Houston, my alma mater, where he coached Case Keenum, who was 2011 Conference USA Most Valuable Player, 2011 Sammy Ball winner. They don't just give that to any quarterback. And he was the number 7 vote receiver for the Heisman Trophy. And keep in mind, folks, that he was there near the top until they had a loss there towards the end of the season. Keenum only, and I say only, passed for 5,631 yards with 48 touchdowns and only 5 interceptions. He was the number 1 passer that year, and he is the number 1 passer all time in NCAA history. In 2012, he was the offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach at Texas A&M, where he coached the guy, Johnny Manziel, who was the 2012 AP Player of the Year, 2012 Consensus All-American, 2012 Davey O'Brien Award winner, 2012 SEC Player of the Year, 2012 Manning Award winner, and then we all know he was the 2012 Heisman Trophy Award winner. He did all of that as a frickin' freshman under Kliff frickin' Kingsbury. Listen to these stats. 3,710 yards passing with 26 touchdowns and only 9 interceptions. He also rushed for a staggering 1,410 yards with 21 touchdowns. Just wild stats. Again, a frickin' freshman. From 2014 to 2016, he coached this fella by the name, and I know nobody's ever heard of this fella, but Patrick Mahomes at Texas Tech, where Kingsbury was the head coach. During Mahomes' only full seasons as Red Raiders starting quarterback, which was only 2, he passed for 9,705 yards, 77 touchdowns, and only 25 interceptions. In 2016, he won the Sammy Ball Trophy as well. Folks often point to his Tech record of 35 wins, 40 losses, stating he is not a good coach. Folks, Kingsbury does not coach the friggin' defense. He was then hired by the Arizona Cardinals in 2018, and I know there were lots of folks who were upset. You know, my boy Stephen A. Smith, I watch him every friggin' day, was so pissed. He took Kyler Murray, number 1 overall pick. Overall, he didn't have a great record for Arizona. He had 28 wins, 37 losses, and 1 tie. But I want to talk about 2021 because folks are forgetting about the Cardinals in 2021 when they came busting out of the gates, going 7-0 to start the season before Murray started getting hurt, which we all know is a common theme with him. In those 7 games, he passed for 2,002 yards, 17 touchdowns, only 5 interceptions, and he rushed for another 87 yards with 3 touchdowns. To give perspective of how great of a start that was, Murray, while hurt, only passed for another 1,784 yards, 7 touchdowns, while throwing another 5 interceptions for the entirety of the season. It was a hell of a start until the injury bug got him. 2022 was just a bust of a year where Kingsbury's starting quarterbacks included Murray, Colt McCoy, Trace McSorley. I mean, we all know that, this is starting to turn into a trend here. And David Blau. None of these fellas are exactly screaming, hey, I am going to help Kliff Kingsbury keep his job. The Cardinals limped to a 4-13 record. Then Kingsbury was fired. Again, this was the year that Kyler Murray tore his ACL for the first time. In 2023, everybody made fun of Kingsbury because he takes a vacation, saying, I'm just going to go and kind of find myself. And then suddenly he jumps onto the USC staff, where he was a senior offensive analyst, where he would have a hand in coaching the consensus #1 overall pick in Caleb Williams going into 2024. At worst, he's probably going to be the second pick. Yes, I know USC did not have a great season, but again, Kingsbury does not coach defense. Folks, this is easy. I mean, this is easier than determining whether you want to supersize your meal at McDonald's or not. Do you want regular fries or do you want big fries? Most people are going to McDonald's and getting the big fries. If we're going to keep Kenny Pickett and re-sign Mason Rudolph, we need a coach that can get the most out of them. Are we going to choose a coach that either does not have a track record or was a coach for a quarterback legend in Stafford? Are we going to use our brains and grab the best offensive mind available today? Come on, Steelers and Mike Tomlin. Let's not pull another debacle like Matt Canada, where we hire inferior offensive talent. We have an opportunity to grab the best on the market. Let's freaking go. Black and gold forever, baby. Tell me what you think. You agree, disagree, or just want to roast me? Please leave a comment. If there is anything you would like for me to discuss, be it history, sports, law, or whatever, let me know. Shoot me a DM, shoot a message to this video. Also, be sure to follow me on YouTube, X, Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, TikTok, and I am now on True Social. I know that's going to piss some people off, but hey, social media is social media. I'm trying to do whatever I can here. In addition, nothing in any of my posts creates an attorney-client relationship, which requires a contract signed between myself and any potential client. This includes responses to anything that I post. I promise, folks, you're going to know if we're in an attorney-client relationship. There will be a contract where I send it to you, you sign it, I sign it, and we have a contract. Nothing on social media is construed that we have a contract. As always, all thoughts are mine alone, based on my own research. Lastly, it costs $0 to be kind. It's the best money that you'll ever spend. Until next time, beautiful people, be well. Peace!